Tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, hashtag one on Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show on YouTube. We have with us race car driver Brian Hopkins. Welcome to the show, Brian.
I think so. Glad you had me
So
on.
let's talk about your racing career.
Well, I've been racing for this will be year 7, I believe. Started in 2020. So started out eco mod and did that for about 3 years, and moved to sport mod. So
Okay, so when you first got behind the wheel for the first time, were you the least bit scared at all?
yeah, a little bit. Especially when the car wouldn't work the first time we went out there in it. And my brother-in-law kept giving me heck for kind of going slower on the track, and we finally got the car figured out. And I can't tell you how many times I dumped it that first year. So yeah, it was still getting nervous a little bit, but I mean it's starting to level out now.
Okay, so uh, with that being said, how much success have you had as a race car driver?
Yeah, not as much as I like. I mean, I've won a couple heat races in sport mod. Eco mod, I won a couple features, but sport mod is definitely a lot more competitive class. So it's been a little bit of a struggle.
So when you win races, how do you celebrate your victories?
Uh, I, I mean, I don't go all out by any means. I don't know. It's one of those. I try to stay humble about it because I mean, we have good diets, but I mean, it's go home, drink some beer. That's about it.
Okay, so what is the story behind your racing number? Where did that come from?
The start. So my dad raced when I was growing up from like 1987 all the way to like 2009, and I grew up pretty much at the track. So I was born in '87. So I mean that's where I was born and raised at, and just followed it through there. Had the chance to race when I was younger, wasn't really into it, and then when I got older, Dad came across the car, asked me if I wanted to drive it, and said sure. So just yeah, kind of hopped in from there. And
Where did your racing number come from?
my number. Well, so 168 was it's not really a great story, but I'll tell you anyways. It's when I was younger, my dad his car number was number 30 because that's how old he was when he started racing. So I was going to be number 16 because that's when I was thinking about racing and designing my car and all that. And when I was trying to make an email, it was going to be like my name at 16 at Yahoo or whatever it was back then. But it suggested 168 instead because 16 was taken. So 168 just kind of stuck, and it's been my number ever since. And ironically, I've got a daughter now, and her birthday was on the 16th of the 8th month. So it kind of just stuck with us.
Okay. Who do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
Our sponsors, we got J&G Services, Snap-on by Shane Hartline, L&M Construction, Team 9 Designs, Dynamic Dirt Cars. They're the ones that built our car. And then Neighbors Racing Engines is who we run. And then we got JJP Photography and Still Life Photo, and Hair by Heartline.
Okay. Are you still presently looking for sponsors?
I'm always looking for sponsors, man. Anybody will help. So,
how does one get a hold of you to sponsor you?
Sorry?
How does one get a hold of you to sponsor you?
Either messages on Facebook or that's probably the best way. I've got my Facebook page that we have for that. We've got a YouTube channel too. Just message me on all the socials that we've got and see how you want to do it.
What is your Facebook page?
Facebook page is Brian Hopkins Racing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to get to know our driver better or sponsor our driver, reach out to Brian Hopkins Racing on Facebook or reach out to him through his YouTube channel. Who's your racing hero?
My racing hero? And growing up, I always look forward to Jeff Gordon. My dad, me and him had a competition going because he was an Earnhardt fan. I was a Gordon fan. So that's when I grew up following. And then now it's got to be Larson. So.
Okay. So who's on your racing crew?
My racing crew. So right now, biggest one's my dad. He's always been helping me out since we started. And then the Heartline brothers have been helping me out as well, especially with setup. The modifieds they're a pain to set up, but they've been helping us a lot. And then my wife is my videographer, and she's learning more about how to set the car up and minor maintenance on the car. and then Cody Doyle comes out and helps us too. So,
Okay. So what's an awesome day at the racetrack look like for you?
an awesome day at the racetrack. One night that I can load it up on the trailer in one piece with no damage on it. We've had
How about
a bit. Go ahead.
go ahead, let you finish.
Oh no, we've had a spat of bad luck the past few years going through engines. Like so, we've yeah, it's either that or catching the tires. So I just want to just load up one piece would be good enough for us
What's an awesome day at the race shop look like for you?
at the race shop. Um,
Yes.
just one night I can keep the it's weather's got to be right. Have the bay door open. Drink some beer and have the race on the TV in the shop, and may not get a lot done, but it's always a good time. So,
Do you have a racing nickname?
a racing nickname, I do not.
Okay. What is your
Actually,
home
well,
racetrack?
I take that back.
Go ahead.
The one thing that I did get, I had it on my car last year, which I haven't hit the wall since, but I had someone call me Harvey Wallbanger, and we threw that on the back of the car for last year, but we took that off. We've actually been away from the wall for a while now. So,
So what is your home racetrack?
home racetrack this year is Grayson County Speedway. That's where I started racing at in 2020. We moved away from it to Rocket Raceway Park. Raced there for about 5 years, but now we're back at Grayson. So it's one of those you can't relieve. So,
What is your favorite racetrack you ever raced on?
um, probably, man, that's a tough one. Architect was fun. We had a good night out there. We only been out there once. It's just like it's a 4 hour drive. It's a long haul out there, but it's a fun track to race on. So,
Okay. What is the best piece of advice you've gotten as a race car driver?
um, best piece of advice. It's probably after my first win. Like my dad told me, he said, because I got a big head after that one. I was like, all right, man, I can finally do this. And then he said, just stay humble because you don't win them all. I mean, he's right. We ain't won a lot since then, but it's better to go in. I mean, you want to have a positive attitude for it, but I just try to stay humble.
Okay. What kind of advice would you give a new race car driver?
Uh, Man, save some money. It's a lot more expensive than you really think it is. I've had a couple guys ask me, if they buy a car and a trailer and they don't realize everything else, all the other expenses that go into it. So it's one of those things. Just kind of have a budget ready and be ready to spend quite a bit. So it's not in it to make money.
Okay. Are you pretty good about reading the racetrack?
I'm getting better at it. Some of the tracks, especially at Grayson, when it goes slick, it'll turn black. It's it's one of those different from all the other ones. But I mean, I feel like I'm getting better at it. But I've also found the marbles a few times up top, looking when it looks tacky, but it's definitely not.
Okay. So do you like a wet, heavy track, a dry, dusty track, or right in the center?
I do better when it's tacky, but I also feel like I do better when it's. I don't. So I'm kind of in between, right? So the last few years have been running at Rocket, and it's been hammered down, and that's ones where I tear my motor because it's just wide open, never let off, just driving around, right? But so I feel like I prefer a slick track, so I can not so much dusty, but I do like it slick. A nice, as long as it's smooth, I'll run it. So.
All right.
No,
Do you have any crazy racing stories you'd like to share with us?
Um, So I've had one where it really freaked me out. It was actually running a good race and was running third, and we just were running wide open around the top of that track over at Rocket, and went in the corner and went to set the car up, and the brake pedal went to the floor. Actually, had both cylinders break off. Both the brake lines break off the cylinders. So I tried driving it, without brakes, and that didn't really go so well. So about lost it. Decided I need to leave the track, and I think I left the track going well over 40 or 50 miles an hour. Not a good idea, but that's the only thing I could do at that point. So I don't know how I didn't wreck it at that point.
Okay. All right. What do you do for fun outside the racetrack?
What do I do outside the racetrack? So I just
Yeah.
picked up iRacing. And now, I spend a lot of time home. We've been traveling a lot the past few years with work and just try to spend as much time as smooth as I can. We've trying to catch up on my daughter's 13 now, and I missed a lot of that, when we were growing up. So, or when she was growing up. So, just trying to spend as much time with them as I can.
Do you have any big racing events you're looking forward to competing in?
Uh, for competing in,
Yeah.
um, not so much anymore. Last year we tried that, trying to go to like a lot of the big shows and traveling a lot, and we've been it. It was a hassle trying to go to all the different tracks. So this year we're just trying to stay local, and we're going to look for points at the track this year. There may be some big shows at the end of the year we may go into, but in the near future, there's not really any big ones I look forward to competing in now.
Okay. What is your most favorite victory of your racing career?
I'm sorry.
What is your most favorite victory of your racing career thus far?
Um. Well, probably the first one. The first one's the one that really lets you know, okay, you're able to do this, and it's one that you never forget. So definitely the first one we got. And that was back in 2021. So.
Okay. What are your future goals as a race car driver?
Um, I'd like to win a few races in the sport mod class. Like I said, it's been competitive, but we've been breaking the top five here. Got some top threes, so I'm hoping we get one close. Got really close last year to one. Actually, took the lead uh, in the race, and then a late caution come out right when we passed, so we didn't get to keep the lead and couldn't make that pass again. We kind of saw what line we were running, so yeah, I just want to pick up some more wins on sport mod because, like I said, we've been so close, and I know we can do it. Just want to get there.
All right. When you're strapped into your race car, get ready to go on the racetrack, what helps get you psyched up and motivated to go out and do this?
What keeps me psyched and motivated? It depends on the night, man, because there's been some times where the classes before us have taken like 30, 40 minutes. I've definitely fallen asleep in the car before. So um, I just one of those that I know how much, we time and effort we put in the car and just wanting to succeed in it. And that's really what gives me going because I know I've been at this a while and it's been a while since our last win. So just wanted to catch that next one.
All right. Who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
Um, this year, I mean, we raced a lot with the the Heartlines, and since we're racing Grayson this year, we've got TJ Miller and Bart Pearson. They've been parking next to us. Cody Osborne's been there too. They're really the ones that closest than the racing we race with. I mean, there's a lot of other ones. I try to stay friendly with everybody because I know, no one's out there to make enemies by any means, but I just try to stay on good terms with everybody out there. So.
All right. So, anybody else you'd like to thank you for helping you get this far with your racing career?
I think I've gotten everybody so far, man. My wife, my kids, parents, the Heartlines, Cody Dole, Whitworth's been helping us out with the car. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much everyone's that's there every week and every out. I mean, there are a lot of people that help us. If we break something, I know everyone at the track, we got our group there that can help us out. Um, but yeah, those are the ones that are probably the closest to us.
Okay, so what types of racing do you like to watch on TV?
I don't watch so much on TV anymore. So I grew up watching NASCAR. I liked watching NASCAR. I was diehard NASCAR, right? And now that I've actually started doing dirt track, it's just I get bored sitting there watching it for hours and hours on end, right? So I like watching all the local stuff. So I watch like the race on, and I watch flow racing as far as the late models. Not a huge sprint car guy, but we do go to the Chili Bowl every year. That's one of the events we've been going for the past like 5 or 6 years, and we definitely look forward to that. So,
All right. So at this portion of the racing show, I'd like to turn the mic over to my guest. If you have a couple of questions you'd like to ask me, you can ask me a couple of questions.
I don't have a whole lot. See, you're based out of Iowa, right?
Yes.
And how long you been doing the interview stuff?
Since 2018.
Have you ever raced or
Never have.
just a diehard race fan?
Diehard race fan, yes.
I got you. Yeah, I figured it. Once I get done racing, I'm gonna I'll probably start working at the tracks. I've done that a few times after my motor pops, so just try to stay around the racing, when I can. So you got a home track you go to, or
Jackson Motorplex, I've been
Jackson
to quite a few
Motorplex?
times.
I got you.
Jackson, Minnesota, and then Fairmont Raceway, Fairmont, Minnesota.
All right.
I've been to Spencer Clay County Event Speedway a couple times. And
Okay.
I've been to Knoxville for the Knoxville Nationals 2 years in a row.
Oh, that sounds like a good one.
And I've been to Houston once.
Yeah.
And I've been to one night of the Boone Super Nationals.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
so it's like, traveling to work. I try to hit all the tracks whenever I travel to work. And I know for Iowa, we went to, was it Marshalltown? I think that's in Iowa. We went to one of those up
Yeah.
there. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Went to Atomic over in Ohio. That's one thing I do when I travel for work. I try to go to all the tracks around. That's one of those that definitely try to get around to see, So,
I've been to Algona Raceway in Algona, Iowa.
oh, yeah?
Yep.
I got you.
And then the other one I was at was for and I was at one night of the Night of Thousand Stars at Brett, Iowa.
Right. Oh, yeah. There
Yep.
you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I'm not a very
But
good interview host, man. I'm just trying to
you're
think of
fine.
something.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Do you have any other questions or?
I don't, man.
All right. But I would like to thank you, Brian, for being on our racing show tonight, talking to us about your racing career. Getting to know you a little bit better. I will have you step on and I will give you a call in a bit to thank you, okay?
Awesome. Thanks, sir. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. Yep, not a problem.
Take care, man.
Goodbye.
That was awkward silence trying to figure.
Yep. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, there's Brian Hopkins on our racing show tonight, talking to us about his racing career. Go follow Brian Hopkins Racing on Facebook. Other than that, recent news was again the Indianapolis 500 is fast approaching, along with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Grand Prix. So check both of those races out this month of May. Also, the Coke 600 is this month, and along with the NASCAR All Star Race. But if you'd like to sponsor our racing show or be on our racing show, feel free to call us or text us at 712-209-713 or email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com. I'd like to thank Churchill Photography for sponsoring our racing show. Have a good night.